What's going on, YouTube? Just came from the gym, winding down, getting my head right before I go and tackle the day. But I want to talk about something that I discovered on my journey to becoming a better person. There's two things I found out right away. The first thing is that most people have a false identity of who real rich people are. And the other thing, which I'm going to talk about today, is people have a wrong understanding about what real intelligence is. I'm going to give you two examples today to drive home this point. So last night, this is just me, I'm up watching the Thomas Edison movie. Now this movie that I'm watching, black and white, watching it, is him as a little boy. Right? And if you will watch this movie as a little boy, what you would find is adults were mean to him. They thought he was insane. Adults would take swings at him. But yet, he had this drive that was unstoppable. He could have sat down and believed what those people were saying and believed when they said he was dumb. His dad would beat him because of the mistakes that he would make over and over and over again. But really, he was light years ahead of everyone else. Because some people get in this box of intelligence is a person who scores A's on tests. What grades you make today, son? A's and B's. Good job, Billy. Right? And we think that is success. But you take Billy and put him out in the middle of nowhere and say, Billy, create something. Do something. Billy's not going to move. You know why? Because Billy has not been introduced to the number one secret that is the backbone of intelligence. And that's the ability to make mistakes, suck it up, and keep going. So as I'm watching this movie of Thomas Edison, I mean over and over again, there's a part in the movie where his mom is sick. The doctor says he can't operate. And she has to wait 10 hours for operation for the light to come. But the problem with that was that the bacteria may have been set in. So what did Thomas Edison do at the blink of an eye? He created light. Not the light bulb. He took lights and he reflected it off of a mirror, and all of a sudden the doctor had light and he looked in amazement. Dumb kid. Right? The second person I want to talk about is Thomas Edison. What did Thomas Edison teachers say about him? He would never make it. He wasn't that kid that got the A's and the B's. You see, intelligence is being humble. Because think of somebody, a lot of people you know who are so-called fit that definition of smart are arrogant. What are they arrogant about? You cannot make a mistake in front of a person who's so-called smart. Because they live by the code of, well, I was shoved in the locker when I was a kid in high school. Kids made fun of me because of my so-called intelligence, because basically all I did was absorb information from a book that was basically discovered by someone else, because real intelligence to me is to create something out of nothing. But anyways, so I was able to regurgitate that information and spit it out on a test when test time came. So everyone else was following that model. Thomas Edison's teachers, because he was kicked out of school, by the way. Einstein's teachers followed that model that if you don't fit in this mode of intelligence, you're not intelligent. And then people carry that on into life. This is why some of you can't create a business, because your heart is beating about that mistake. What if I fail? I'm going to come back, and everybody who told me that this was a bad idea and they saw me fail is going to make fun of me. They're going to say, I told you so. There's a lot of myths out there that exist in the world today that we follow and we think they're normal, and we think that, hey, this is the way life is, and if you don't fit in that little box, then you're nothing. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I want to be part of the nothing group. I want to be the guy that learns from the cradle to the grave. I want to be the guy that makes 1,000 different mistakes, but is in an environment where that's okay. Because the average millionaire failed 16 to 18 times. Failure is a part of the process. So to me, to sum this up, intelligence to me is the ability to know that you know nothing. That's intelligence. To be open and know that you know nothing. And every day is a learning experience. And you don't keep a certain philosophy, because as you're growing every day, what you think today is light years ahead of what you were last week. You see what I'm saying? Every day is a realization. So, guys, thank you guys for watching this channel. Please subscribe. And until next time, signing off.